Okay, so there's this guy at the bar. He's really cute, and I think I'm gonna try to say hi. He's right there. Wish me luck. Have you had the holiday special?
Huh?
The holiday special, have you had that? It's really good. I've had it before. So are you here on business or pleasure?
I'm here just trying to have a drink.
You could say her having the phone out and recording him might have just decreased her chances. Plus, we know that rejection can be a tough experience for sure. Now this next story is pretty mind-blowing.
A man dumped his girlfriend after she expected him to pay for her entire birthday dinner with all of her friends. He posted to Reddit explaining that he'd booked a table at a nice restaurant to celebrate his girlfriend's 24th birthday with some of her friends. He admitted to making quite a bit more money than his girlfriend covering the rent and utilities for their apartment. While at the restaurant, he noticed that his girlfriend and her friends were ordering some of the most expensive things on the menu. But he didn't think too much about it, figuring he would cover the cost of his and his girlfriend's meals while her friends paid for themselves. At the end of the meal, the waiter asked him if he would like to split the bill, and he said yes. The bill came out to a total of $1,185. The faces of his girlfriend's friends dropped as soon as they realized they'd have to pay for their own meals. His girlfriend then gave him the silent treatment for a full week after her birthday. He assumed that him not paying might be the reason, but he refused to believe she would be that shallow. She did eventually tell him that he had embarrassed her by not paying for everyone. Because he was the man and because he organized the event, he was obliged to pay. But if his girlfriend expected him to pay for everyone, she should have made that clear beforehand. When he confronted her again about it, she told him that he needed to transfer the money that her friends had paid for their food, and then she would resume speaking to him. He broke up with her then and there. Just because one partner may earn more or traditionally take on certain roles, it doesn't mean they should automatically bear the financial burden of social events. Instead of assuming, financial expectations should always be discussed and mutually agreed upon.
He did the right thing because you can't let someone take advantage of you. Plus, if someone's paying for your food, then it makes sense not to order the most expensive things.
How are you falling in love and falling for at all, period, falling for at all? Broke guys. I need to know this. I need to know the science behind it. I need you to make it make sense for me.
I think that would actually be a waste of time trying to convince someone that something actually makes sense to another person when they've already made up their mind against it.
Because I'm genuinely so concerned. So concerned for you.
How kind. And what exactly is there to be concerned about?
I'm concerned for your overall well-being. I am just very concerned. And I need you to know that there's nothing okay about that. There's nothing okay about that, okay? I don't give a f what anybody else says to you. They're lying.
Well, contrary to what some would actually have you believe, it is perfectly acceptable and highly encouraged in many cases to actually get into a relationship with someone based on how they make you feel and how they treat you, not based on what's in their bank account and what they can do for you. So yeah, they're not the ones who are lying here.
Love doesn't have much to do with money. Otherwise, a relationship is transactional. Now, you'll probably think that this next clip is just amazing.
What's wrong with calling Joe?
I don't want to call Joe.
Why not?
Because why would I call him at this time?
Well, then I'll call him.
No, don't call him.
Why not?
Don't call him. End the call. Stop.
By the way, I sorted everything out about this proposal, so just let me know.
Look what you've done. Look what... No.
Are you proposing to me?
You ruined everything. You ruined everything. You're so nosy. You're FBI. You have to know everything. You can't just let something nice happen. Far out. Get out. No, get out. Get out. Get out. I don't want to talk to you.
I'm sorry.
You might actually wonder why she wanted to call Joe so badly. So that moment clearly didn't go as planned for him. Next we got Speed in a rather down moment.
What's good? Why does Speed look like she wants to cry? Maybe I do want to cry, chat. Maybe I do. What if I do want to cry? What if that was the real reason?
He comes in, he shows you you're loved, you're appreciated, you're respected, he treats you like a queen for the first time in your life. But you have trouble understanding what you did to deserve it. You love him so much, and then all of a sudden he does one thing that disappoints you, one thing that hurts you, upsets you, whatever the case is. It may not be the end of the world. He didn't cheat on you. He didn't hurt you. But it's one thing that you're just like, whoa, red flag, defense mechanism. Up goes the wall. Here comes an attitude. You want to argue. You want to scream. You want to yell. Or you just completely shut down. Because that's what you do when you feel hurt. We are going to disappoint, just like you're going to disappoint him one day. But it's not the end of the world. You talk through it and you accomplish a healthy relationship. Stop letting good men pay for your ex, your last situationship, whatever that man in the past did to you. Don't let your current man pay for it.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
You can do your part, try your hardest to make a relationship work, and yet it still doesn't. But that's still okay as it's not on you. Next, we have a funny way to discuss some red flags.
If her homegirls are like, she was just talking about you, don't trust her. If she got a spam, don't trust her. If her phone is on D&D all the time, all day, every day, do not trust her. If she got a privacy screen, do not trust her. If you tell her to unfollow somebody and she like, oh, but he's just a friend, don't trust her. If she got a fluffy or a sparkly steering wheel, don't trust her. If she don't ever connect her phone to CarPlay, don't trust her. Oh, if she get her hair done and she don't send you nothing, but she posting on Instagram, do not trust her.
Can I get a number 8, crispy? What you want, baby?
Let me get a number 2.
Say no more. And the number 2.
I don't have any money, and so.
Oh, that's all good, baby. That's all good.
Okay.
Take off that number 2.
A number of us weren't ready for that response. But I mean, we're supposed to bring money just in case we're expected to use it. Next, we got a funny way to describe a marriage.
Returning my wife because she's too expensive.
Hey, she's too expensive. I'm leaving her here.
Hey, I said no returns.
Let's read 3 anonymous notes from 3 strangers. I wish I would have told my husband no when he asked me to marry him. We'd only been dating for a year, and when he proposed to me, we were in front of all of his family. He used his grandma's ring, and she was there watching. Our wedding is in 5 months, and I'm feeling worse the closer we get. When I was 20, my girlfriend told me she was pregnant. I yelled at her and told her to leave. Our son is 7 now, and he calls her current boyfriend Dad. I wish I would have said we can do this. I don't have a relationship with my son, and it's my fault. When I was at a party, I caught my friend's girlfriend cheating on him. The day I was going to tell him, he couldn't stop talking about how happy he was with her. I decided not to tell him. I thought it wasn't my place. They got married a few years ago and are about to have their first child. She still cheats on him.
Okay, the last one was just crazy, cause the longer he waits to tell him, then the worse it's gonna get. Now for this next one, you might wonder what her response may be if she was asked the same question on Tuesday at 7 a.m.
What are things you do now that you feel like will make you a good wife?
Give me that mic. Listen, I am a wife. Not actually, but I am a wife material. I will make my man my number 1. I will push you to be the best you will ever be, no less. I will encourage you. I'll be your biggest supporter, your cheerleader, your teammate. We're right there together. We ain't doing nothing without each other. All right? And we're going to have a family, and we're going to raise those babies to be the best that they can be. That's my man. All right. I don't got one, but soon.
Looks matter. They matter. I just turned 40 this past March, and one of my biggest regrets is not realizing just how important looks are and how much your appearance matters in this world. Human beings are naturally superficial. It's a part of our biology. It's ingrained in us. We can't help it. We are biased toward treating people who look good better. It's just the facts of life. The faster you realize this and the faster you accept this, the better off you will be in the long run. There are a lot of aspects about yourself that you can't change, but the ones that you can, change them as quickly as possible while you are still young and you have the energy, the flexibility, the agility, the time, and the resources to really work on yourself and your appearance.
Others' opinion of you should not matter, but you still should be working to take care of yourself. Plus, some would argue that money is more powerful than looks. Really hope you enjoyed these ones today, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.